Diana's Throne is a straightforward technical canyon just east of Highway 89 near Zion National Park. It's named after the prominent rock feature Diana's Throne, which towers above the headwaters. The canyon is well suited to beginners, with a short approach and several small obstacles that can be bypassed. The short, lower section of Narrows is beautiful, guaranteed to leave beginners in awe and keen for another taste of canyoneering. The canyon lies outside of Zion's park boundaries, so no permit is required. Drive south about 3 miles from Mount Carmel Junction and park at a large pullout. It's at this point you'll have a good estimate for how many of Zion's 5 million visitors will be with you in this canyon.
Well, it's been a maze of ATV sandy tracks, but I think we managed to stay on the right trail all the way, which has let us in some wiggles in the creek.
You'll pass through a few shallow sections of Narrows with nice sculpted walls. The canyon cuts into the Navajo layer of sandstone, the same formation as the towering white cliffs of Diana's Throne, but the rock has an amazing red colour as it spreads west for about a mile to where the canyon is.
Reached a couple of bolts there for a drop, and then there's another anchor. Pretty easy, slick rock ramp down.
You'll find about 9 bolted anchors in the canyon, but many can be downclimbed by those wanting more of a challenge.
Okay, so next drop. Got the rope set up. Oh, I was thinking of trying to downclimb the left, but maybe it's a bit wide and slippery. But yeah, too wide. Yeah, it is very beginner friendly. You can walk around all of these obstacles. Yeah, it's good, Ryan.
The first real mandatory rappel is down a series of angled steps on a wide open, slick rock slab. The slab is easy angled with easy starts, so very suitable for beginners.
Mel and Ryan will rappel together, and then there's a rebelay station to go further down into the Narrows.
It was at the top of this series of slab rappels that we caught up with the 4 groups in front of us.
Rebelay point.
The lead group having about 20 members, and for most of them it was their first canyon. We waited patiently above the rappels for an hour.
And then another anchor for the third section of the drop, very easy angled. And we're going to go and get some shade, which we're looking forward to.
Then there's a short drop into a perpendicular corridor, coming back into some Narrows after the slab rappels.
And the canyon makes a right angle turn left, and there is a short drop.
Diana's Throne is a very popular canyon. On ropewiki.com it seems to be second only to Pine Creek Canyon in Utah for page views. The canyon opens out again here for a few hundred yards. It's a lovely walk through a sandy wash. We caught up with the large groups again here. The lead group had managed to get 6 people down the first short drop into the lower canyon in about an hour. There were 3 groups ahead of us in line. Clearly we were in for a few hours wait and all of 100 yards from the end of the canyon, so we decided to call it a day and exit back here to the car.
Fast forward a month, 4th of July, Happy Independence Day. There is 1 commercial group here, and that is it. It's going to be a lot more fun today. Here we are, nobody else but us. Nice. Last slot section starts with a bit of a down climb, straightforward. You can see at the left bolts.
This is the drop that the large group of 20 managed to get 6 people down in an hour. I'm not sure anyone, even that group, can explain how this takes 10 minutes per person.
Coming through here, the bolts protect an easy down climb, which is just a slide really. Your hands on that wall and then down.
Everyone has to start somewhere, and Diana's Throne is a great place to learn.
After those 2 down climbs, you can get out on either side, and then we've got 1 more little drop to into a slot. Down climb there into the slot. Beautiful lines.
The lower slot gets better and better and feels surprisingly long considering it's only 100 yards. The sculpted sinuous slot does have a lovely colour and depth.
Bolts on the wall for another straightforward down climb. And then we emerge out into the sun and a sandy wash.
Once the canyon opens out, the best exit option is to wander down the wash to the next bend, exit on the left and hike up the ridge on a sandy trail back to your car. Diana's Throne Canyon is a great beginner's canyon with a beautifully sculpted lower slot. It is a very popular canyon, however, so plan on an early or late start and be prepared to wait in line.